Hello, everybody. Welcome to English 110. It's week 1. It's May 1st. It's springtime. Happy everything. Uh, as you may already know, because of my previous video, my name's Jackie Pearson. I'm your instructor. And every Monday throughout the course, we're going to have a video very much like this one, where we go through all of the assignments for the week. And I have found over the course of teaching at Post University that my students who take the time to watch these videos automatically get more points because they're catching things that they may not have seen. There's a lot of benefits to it. So I would encourage you to make a spot in your schedule every Monday for watching the weekly videos. All right. So let's share the screen. And what you're looking at is essentially the same thing you see when you log in. In our Blackboard, and this is the student view. As you see, it says student preview mode is on. I, of course, have a different mode, but this will make it look like you see it. So when you log into your Blackboard, you will see the announcements. And in each of those announcements, you can click on the videos, click on them, read them, whatever the case may be. I will post video announcements every Monday. This particular one talks about something that is important to the course, but as you can see, it's back from a long time ago. So I will eventually move this. I can't move it now because, of course, I'm in student view. But anyway, first two things I want to tell you. Number one, make sure that you log into Blackboard at least 3 or 4 times a week. You need to be in and out of the course, doing the readings, doing the videos, doing the activities. It's not something where, like a seated class, where you can do it for an hour and then maybe have a little homework. You need to be using Blackboard a lot. You also need to be checking your post-student emails a lot, daily, okay? If it means you have to forward them to yourself at another email, whatever the case may be, but make it a habit to do that, okay? I promise you, you will be worth what's going on, because we do use email a great deal to communicate. And so it's really important that you catch all of the emails that are there. All right. Over here on the left-hand column, you have important links. We're going to go through those and talk about them. We just talked about the announcements. It's the home page. Course information is where you go to, and this is one of the things you'll do in week 1, excuse me, is review the course information carefully. So make sure that you are doing that. In the syllabus, of course, this is what you would normally be handed in a classroom. So make sure you read the syllabus. Just make sure you read through all of this information. Library resources. This is one that's really important and a lot of people overlook. You will have the library information repeated in units where we need to use it, but you should go ahead and familiarize yourself with Post's library. You are going to be writing a research paper this semester, this term, and you are going to need to use information that comes from the library, not just from Googling things. So this is an important resource. When you have discussion boards, which you do every week in English 110, these are the criteria that we use to grade them. Not all the criteria apply every single week. The first week and the last week are a little bit different. Course assignments. You have a tutorial for how to submit your assignments in Blackboard. That information too is going to be in the unit, but this is a kind of one-stop shop for it. The other thing I like about this one-stop shop is that the assignment sheets, and let me show you what one of these looks like. We're going to see one in Unit 1 coming up here. This is a complete guide to all of the requirements and how your assignments are graded. So if I were a student taking this course right now, I would probably go ahead, print all these out and have them ready. You don't have to print them out at the beginning. You'll get them in units 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7. You will see these again, but you have access to them right here. So if this was a seated class, I would be handing them to you. So print them out for yourself. It's really good. The Ask the Instructor link is several places in the course, so I'm going to talk about it elsewhere. And then there's also a discussion board called Hallway Chat, which is really just for you guys to talk to each other if you want to use it. Directly under course information is Meet Your Instructor. Hello, it's me. This is my text number. Please do not call. It's my cell phone number. Text it during office hours if you want to hop into a Zoom. If you need me any other time, email me from your post-student email. Okay. I answer emails very quickly, usually within a couple of hours. So please use that. Which reminds me of the other way to contact me, which is under Ask the Instructor. You should hit this subscribe button. I'm not, because I'm in as the sample student, so it doesn't really go anywhere. But this is the Ask the Instructor discussion board. It's in all your classes, and it should be used for non-personal questions. So if you have a question about the course, an assignment, how long something should be, when is it due, like any of that kind of question, post it on this discussion board. In order to post, we click Create Thread. And I'm going to give you a helpful tool directly here at the beginning. So I'm going to insert a photo for you. This is a helpful guide to when is it appropriate to use this board and when should you be emailing me personally. Essentially, the main thing to keep in mind is that this is a discussion board. All of your fellow classmates have access to it. So you shouldn't be posting questions about I'm sick or I'm in the hospital or my dog ate my computer, right? Personal question about your particular grade, your individual grade. Don't post those on the discussion board. Send that to me in an email. But if you've got a question about the course, the requirements, that sort of stuff, absolutely use this discussion board because your fellow classmates will benefit from it. Once you have written what you want to write, you just click submit, and I'm going to keep this on this discussion board so you guys can see it. When you want to see what somebody has written on a discussion board, you just click the link and it'll show you. And if you wanted to reply to this, you obviously hit the reply button. So that's the Ask the Instructor discussion board. It is not a graded discussion. It's just for me to answer questions so that everybody can get the answer at one time instead of me answering 27 individual emails about, a particular thing about the assignment. The last thing up here at the top is the English drop-in hours. What that is when individual faculty are in a Teams meeting and you can click in and get help. So these are set up for Monday through Friday. Some have morning hours, some have evening hours. So there's usually a time when everybody can make it, but these are the support sessions. You also can make an appointment with tutoring. So there's several ways that you can get help. The other way that you can get help is through the Tutor Me link, which is down here in the lower section. A tool that you may not be currently using is Grammarly. Please download Grammarly on your computer if you do not have it already. You can get it for absolutely free, Grammarly Premium as a post-student, and it will help you with everything, including your discussion boards. So please do that if you don't already have it. You also have some links down here to college success, obviously your grades, university policies, et cetera, et cetera. So take some time this week to kind of click on everything and see what it does. We're going to focus on Unit 1 because that's, of course, what we are tackling this week. In each unit, you should do the things in the order that they appear on this page. So you always want to go over the intro. I'm not going to read these to you. You can read them yourself, but you want to go through the introduction, read everything, know what you're doing this week, understand the objectives and the activities. Notice that this is kind of the activities are always a little bit of a checklist. So you're going to do the things that we just talked about and then tackle the stuff in this unit. Next is readings and resources. This folder icon means there's stuff inside there, okay? So this is the equivalent of if you were in a face-to-face class and you had a textbook, this is your reading assignment each week, okay? There's videos, there's readings, there's all kinds of stuff. There's even activities, interactives that you do. And you need to dig into this and do all of it before you try to do the assignments. I call it learn before you earn. So do the learning and then go try to earn the points. So you'll learn about introduction to personal writing, description, narrative. This is going to help you understand your assignments, including this interactive activity. Let me open this real quick for you because you may have seen these, you may not have. They're individual little interactives. So you do want to go through them, even though you don't get a grade for that, it's going to help you learn the materials. Okay. Videos, usually very short videos. And then we are going to be using APA formatting and documentation this semester, this term, and that is super important. A lot of the points that people lose are things that are within their control. So for instance, let me show you this. This is a template. I may have to reshare. Let me open this. I'm also going to share my own individual templates with you. But you can use this. You will notice that it opened in Microsoft Word. So you have this already set up. All you have to do is type over the pieces that are relevant. Some of the time we will not have a references page. So for instance, on the first unit, we don't. So I would just delete this. And then we have the title, we have the cover page. So I know for sure we're going to be talking about, let's do unit 1, writing assignment. And I'll save this and I'm going to send this to you in the announcement as well. I'm going to use the student name. We are at Post University. We are doing English. You can use your own major if you already know what that is. This is English 110. Your instructor's name is Jackie Pierce. And your due date for this first week's assignment is May the 7th, Sunday night. So let's put that. Now I'm going to save this. And like I said, I'm going to send it to you. Let's say this is English 110, Unit 1 template. And I'm going to save that in my documents and send it to you. But you can always access this template in the Unit 1 materials and also over here where it says APA 7th edition. So do read through that. And especially, I'm going to show you, but how do you submit your assignments on Blackboard? There's a tutorial there as well. All right, so once you have finished the readings and resources, you're ready to do the assignments. Each week you have 2 assignments, always a discussion board, and then it goes back and forth. It's either a formal writing assignment or it's a knowledge check, a pretty name for a test. The introduction discussion board, of course, is fairly straightforward. This is where you introduce yourselves, and you're going to post on it just like I showed you how to post in the Ask the Instructor sample from me. In the first paragraph, you're going to introduce yourself to the class. After reviewing the assignments listed on the course information page, write a brief explanation of how you plan to use your time management skills from your first two classes to help you complete your written assignments. Then share your feelings regarding coming into class. So you have to write 2 full paragraphs. In the second paragraph, you're going to practice your narrative and descriptive writing, which you will have read about in the readings and resources. So write descriptively using the 5 sentences about one place that has influenced you in a positive way. You should use description and detail to paint a clear picture of this place. So you'll write your 2 paragraphs and then you will click the submit button. I'm not going to post here because I am not going to write my 2 paragraphs. I will show you though, and I showed you on the last one, but if you wanted to include a photo with your introduction, it's always nice because it helps everybody not only, read about you, but also get to see you. You can click on the share the photo and the little plus sign there, and then you can, I'm going to give you a family pic here. I am going to post this so you guys can see it. But this is us at a 5K dressed, of course, as the Sesame Street characters. And then let's say I would write my, there we go. And then click submit. So I will post it so you can see the photo, but you don't have to put a photo in yours, but it's really nice to have that. All right. Then it's time for the writing assignment. So in writing assignments, you will always have a lot of detail and you will always have a guide. This is the same link that I showed you in the course description where it gives you all of the writing assignments. I am not going to read this to you, but I promise you, if you do not read these carefully and check them again before you turn it back in, you will end up losing some points. I am going to hit the requirements. It has to be a document. You do not just write it in a box like you do on a discussion board. It should be in APA, which I just showed you, and I'm going to give you that template. The paragraph itself, and it's only 1 paragraph, but it should be at least 7 sentences long, and you will have a title page and your paragraph will be on page 2, double spaced. Your writing should be free of punctuation, spelling, and grammar errors, so please spend some time proofreading it. And then what it's about is your favorite character or location from a movie or television series. Note, that's 1 character or 1 location. You are writing a descriptive and reflective paragraph on what it looks like or what they look like and why it's important. You do have some questions to help you with the significant part. What about this character or location makes it so significant? How would you describe that character or location to someone who has not seen the movie or TV show? Consider appearance, personality, sensory imagery when building the description. All right. So in Word, you're going to create that document. And then when you are ready to turn it in, you're going to open and you're going to click on Browse local files. Do not click Write Submission. Browse local files. And this is the one I just saved. Save it on your computer. You're going to click on I agree to submit my paper. And then you're going to hit submit. You'll see a little preview of it. And then this is where I come in to grade them. Once they're graded, under my grades, you will notice that these 2 have been submitted, but they have not been graded yet. Once a grade pops up here, I'll show you in a later video how to access your feedback on it, because that's going to be important as well. But for this week, you just need to worry about turning in those 2 things. All right. Everybody, you can do this. Just make sure you follow the directions. Please make sure you view the videos. I promise you, people who do better. All right, everybody, take care. I will see you next Monday. if I do not chat with you by phone or email between now and then. Everybody take care and have a great first day.